The sister of a missing D.C. woman is frightened for her life after discovering threats on a weird Facebook page. Tisha Frazier disappeared in August, but just recently, sister says she started receiving strange Facebook messages. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford is live in Southeast Washington with that story. Sam.
Well, Gordon, we are on 18th and Trenton Place in Southeast Washington, where 18-year-old Tisha Monique Frazier disappeared last summer. Well, for the past week, the woman's sister and mother said they have been receiving threatening messages from someone on Facebook using part of the woman's name.
The fact that my little sister is missing, it's a stressful situation. They're saying that they done stuff to her and that they're going to do me like they did her.
Somebody on Facebook is making the Frazier family's lives miserable. LaToya's 18-year-old sister Tisha Monique Frazier disappeared last August 2nd after leaving her job at McDonald's. Last seen around Trenton Place Southeast, where the family passed out flyers back then. Then last week on Facebook, LaToya received a friend request from a Monique Frazier.
They created a Facebook page with using her middle and last name. They used her job as employment.
Then the messages started coming. January 13th, 10:15 p.m. Your sister is dead and gone. I am watching you. One dead, more to go. Then 3 days later, her black has been gone. Body parts in Rock Creek. Keep the flyers out of the hood. We took them down. It has sent their mother, Caroline Frazier, also threatened in the messages to D.C. police with printouts seeking help, afraid and wondering if it's from her daughter's abductor.
They might be just mean people, or they might have something to do with it. I'm not quite sure right now.
This Monique Frazier has no other friends, but knows all the family members' social security numbers.
It's hard to know that somebody's saying that they're watching you and you have no idea of who this person is because they have no face on this Facebook. And
D.C. police confirm that they are trying to trace the source of these messages, but they say Facebook is taking its time in responding to a subpoena. LaToya Frazier is so afraid that she took leave from her job this week. As for Tisha Frazier, who is also the mother of a 3-year-old girl, she has not been seen for going on 6 months now, the family taking care of the child.
The man accused of killing a D.C. mother appeared in court today and is allegedly giving up details about the crime. Tisha Frazier went missing last summer. Recently, her sister started receiving threatening messages on Facebook. Now, police credit Sam Ford's story last week with helping them find the suspect. Sam is live now from Superior Court with new details, as well as video of the suspect that you will only see here on ABC 7. Sam, what's the latest?
Well, Sinead, we just left the court where they had court papers that said last Thursday we had a story on this case, the missing young woman. Somebody saw it and decided to tell what they knew. And they said that last August they were walking by this building in the 1700 block of Trenton Southeast when the suspect, Brian Gaither, walked out and told them he had just killed somebody. They said, who? He said Trish, meaning meaning Tisha Frazier. They said they also had a second witness who said he witnessed Brian Gaither strangling Tisha Frazier inside that apartment. Family members arrived this afternoon seeking to learn how 18-year-old Tisha Frazier died.
See why he did it to my daughter and everything.
Court papers told a disturbing story of how last August here at 1787 Trenton Southeast, 3 females beat Frazier bloody, then suspect Brian Gaither, 23, choked her to death. As family members leafleted seeking Tisha Frazier last summer, we saw this man that police say is suspect Gaither. He put his arms around the victim's mother and offered up his unit for her to search for her daughter. But a neighbor who thought Gaither was helping the girl to elude her parents confronted him.
Like I said, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I just said you with the daughter. I don't really know her like that. I don't.
Come on, she's sitting there with y'all.
According to police, Gaither confessed that not only by this time does he know the teen is dead, but has helped dispose of her body. Court papers told a disturbing story of how last August here at 1787 Trenton Southeast, 3 females beat Frazier bloody, then suspect Brian Gaither, 23, choked her to death. As family members leafleted seeking Tisha Frazier last summer, we saw this man that police say is suspect Gaither. He put his arms around the victim's mother and offered up his unit for her to search for her daughter. But a neighbor who thought Gaither was helping the girl to elude her parents confronted him.
Like I said, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I just saying you with the daughter. I don't really know her like that. I don't.
Come on, she's sitting there with y'all.
According to police, Gaither confessed that not only by this time does he know the teen is dead, but has helped dispose of her body.
I mean, how can you do something to that level to take her child's life and then take her into a house like ain't nothing happened? That's just heartless.
Police have not yet recovered a body. They are looking, obviously, at landfills if the body was taken away by the trash company from this apartment building. Also, they are looking for other suspects in this case. They have made an arrest of Gaither, but they are looking for other suspects. As for a motive, police say Gaither told them that he choked Tisha Frazier because he thought she had stolen some money from some of his friends.
I was shocked.
The reaction among some, but word here is that many young people knew that the 18-year-old Tisha Frazier, a young mother, was killed in this apartment. Court papers say 6 or more people were there when it happened last August. 3 girls started beating her, and 23-year-old Brian Gaither, quote, finished her off.
Just hurt. It hurts. It's gut-wrenching right now.
Court papers say Gaither confessed to police last week that he choked Tisha Frazier, though not to death. He also said that he put her body in a trash dumpster behind this building 2 days after she was killed. Yet as the family was leafleting last August trying to find Tisha, Gaither, arms around Carolyn Frazier, the victim's mother, invites her into the apartment to look around. On leaving, the alleged killer claims he barely knew Tisha and is confronted by a neighbor.
He let me go all through the house. But you saying you don't know her. Come on, man. Come on, she's sitting there with y'all. She just slept in there with y'all.
She didn't sleep with me.
She might not sleep with you, but she done been in there. So it's not
But
a thing that you don't know who
but
she
at the
is.
same time, I'm not from around here. I'll tell you know that. I don't really know a lot of people around here.
That's really cold-hearted to know that you just killed her and then you want to comfort my mom.
LaToya Frazier, who received threatening Facebook messages last week, says she's not received any this week. With trash trucks emptying the dumpsters here almost every day, the case is leading to landfills to try to find the young woman's remains. This afternoon, police made what they said was the last of their arrests in the death of 18-year-old Tisha Frazier in the same apartment, 1787 Trenton Southeast, where the murder allegedly occurred last August. Police did not immediately identify this adult male suspect. The victim's family is relieved.
I'm glad they're catching the people who did this to my daughter.
Arraigned today, another young male from the apartment, 17-year-old Johnny Sweets, who, according to court papers, told the police he lured Tisha Frazier to the place where he had 3 girls waiting to beat her up. Then he joined in stomping her. Someone put a sheet over her head, duct taped her limbs, a sordid story that doesn't end until 2 days after the girl's death when, after trying to dismember her in a bathtub, they get her body out of the apartment and throw it into a trash dumpster where it is hauled away.
It's senseless. You know, it's to take an innocent life like that.
2 teenage girls were also arraigned today as adults, 16-year-old Anika Nelson and 18-year-old Cynthia Proctor. Last Saturday, the victim's 3-year-old daughter, Diamond Frazier, along with friends and family, gathered outside the Trenton apartment in a candlelight vigil. Mayor Gray, who was also there, condemned a murder he called senseless.
Police say that they will not be searching for Tisha Frazier's body. But what happened in the courtroom today could change that.
A number of suspects face charges in Tisha Frazier's murder. And today, one defense attorney had an interesting question for the judge. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford is live from D.C. Superior Court with the story. Sam.
Today, the defense attorney's question was, how can prosecutors determine how Tisha Frazier died, whether it was murder or unintentional manslaughter without a body? He joined the victim's family in calling on the police to find the victim's body. Public Defender Eugene Ohm today asked the judge to order police to at least try to produce 18-year-old Tisha Frazier's body. Ohm's client, 23-year-old Brian Gaither, is accused of choking Frazier to death. How, without a body, the lawyer asked, do authorities have evidence the death was intentional? For different reasons, the family agrees. They want the body.
She deserved a proper burial, and that's what we want to give her.
In the hearing, with 5 murder defendants present, prosecutors told the judge that police do not intend to retrieve the remains. Police believe the killers dumped the victim's body in a dumpster outside the apartment on Trenton Place Southeast where they allegedly killed her, and the remains were hauled ultimately to a landfill near Richmond, Virginia. The remains could cost millions to find, police told the family, and Chief Kathy Lanier said in a statement, experts said trying to retrieve the remains would be dangerous and there was a low probability of success.
She don't deserve to be at a trash site. Like, I just want to find her so we could bury her and put her to rest so we can have some type of peace.
A large contingent from the family came to the hearing today wearing T-shirts with Tisha Frazier's picture on them.
It's not fair to us at all.
And why is that?
Because we need a closure. We need her body to close it.
At this point, no action is pending against the city. The judge in this case, William Jackson, told the defense attorney to put his motion in writing. No word on whether Ohm is actually going to do that. Another defense attorney says he's opposed. He hopes the city does not find a body because he thinks it's better for his client. Reporting from D.C. Superior Court, Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.